Alright everyone, I just wanted to do a quick comparison between the Fossil Q Marshal and the Asus ZenWatch 3. So the first thing is, everyone's been asking me, what is the watch that I like the best? I would say it would be the Fossil Q Marshal, but this ZenWatch 3 is very nice. I'm not a big fan of the leather band. I think it's really cheap and thin. I think they could have did something better. The Q Marshals actually got the mode leather band on it, which won't work with the ZenWatch because the lugs, as you can see, it's like a custom cut. So I mean, I guess if you wanted to cut one, you could make it work, but with all the angles and everything, I don't know. The speaker on the ZenWatch 3, which is right there, is so loud compared to the speaker on the Q Marshal, which is right there. It's night and day. Like it's night and day how loud it is. So, which one would I suggest? I mean, it really depends. Do you want something rugged with an LCD panel with a flat tire, which looks, you can see the screen really good at nighttime? I mean, nighttime. During the day out in sun, I would say go with this one. It uses a magnetic charger, no pins. If you're looking for something elegant, I would say go with the ZenWatch. I personally like the ZenWatch 3. It's a lot thinner. There is an external battery accessory you can get on the back here. It does make it a little bit thicker, but I'm being told it's not as bad. So I mean, I guess it really depends on what you want to do. What do I recommend? Again, I mean, I'm getting rid of this watch. This is actually one that I bought. This is not a review unit, so I'm actually gonna just sell this one. Probably $200 on eBay. It's in great condition, and I do have the factory leather band that comes with it, which is just way too big. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna keep this one. It works good for me. I like how slim it is, elegant it is. See, over time, let's see how it lasts. I don't see a reason why it won't. So, I mean, with everything that's coming out, I mean, you got the Gear. Whoops, sorry about that. You got the Gear S3s coming out in the next, week or so. Those are good. I mean, Android Wear, let's see what happens with 2.0. Another thing about the ZenWatch is it was supposed to have, I guess, Android Wear 2.0 out of the box. That's what a lot of people are saying. Let me see if I can actually see if it's printed on the box anywhere. You know, sometimes they put the software versions on the box. I don't think they put it anywhere. Yeah, there's nothing, just doesn't say anything. But there is talk that Android Wear 2.0 was supposed to come out with this watch, and obviously it didn't. So a lot of people are bummed that they get a watch that doesn't have 2.0. I mean, they should release a developer preview for it. I mean, it uses 4 pins right here to charge. So, I mean, there you go. I mean, you'll be able to download it and push it over with ADB, but yeah, so I mean, I don't know. A lot of people ask me the quality of it. The quality's great, no problems. Leather band probably could be better, but it's on par with any other watch out there. Accessories, they're still not available. You're supposed to be able to get different watch bands and that little charging battery looking round thing. The Fossil Q, I mean, it's a Fossil. I don't know when they're going to get Android Wear 2.0. I'm pretty sure Asus is going to release it the minute it is available. Fossil, I don't know. I mean, they're making these watches, but I believe they're relying on a third party for software and stuff like that. So I wouldn't expect it right away. I think Fossil could have did a lot better. Flat tire, LCD panel, but I mean, it's night and day when you talk about an OLED versus LCD. So, and the biggest thing is at nighttime. If you have the always on display on the Fossil, it actually lights up the whole LCD, which is this is why we don't like LCDs. So it looks kind of weird. But I will admit, in direct sunlight, you can see the screen. On the Asus ZenWatch, not so good. Not so good whatsoever. Let me get to battery real quick, because this is an issue that I did not like with the Huawei watch. I would take my watch off the charger, 7 in the morning, and on the Huawei watch and the ZenWatch 3, immediately 10 minutes later, I would be down to 97%. Why 3% in 10 minutes? No idea. I would get ready, leave the house. By the time I got to work and got everything situated, I would be at like 92%. With this watch, with the Mission, the Nixon Mission, battery would be 99%, 98%, 97%. And it wouldn't hit 97% until 90 minutes into using it. So why does the Huawei watch and the ZenWatch 3 eat battery like that? I have no idea. This has been off the charger since 7 a.m. It's at 74%, as you can see. I think you can see it. 74%. And, I mean, I've used it for a bunch of notifications. I do have the sound on it, so it sends the sound when I get a notification. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm left with, you know, 45% maybe with this, and about the same with this. For some reason, same with the Huawei watch, it seems to drain battery really fast, but then it levels out throughout the day. And, you know, like, I think I checked the watch battery, and it was like I had 1 day and like 3 hours left or something like that. Actually, let me look and I'll show you. Actually, I can't show you right now. So, I believe it said it had like 1 day and so many hours left. And that was when it was at 80%. So, it has gone down a little bit. So, can you get a full day's use out of the ZenWatch 3? Absolutely. You can get a full day's use out of this. But I don't understand why the battery gets chewed up like that. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's an OLED display. It's got the new 2100 chipset in it. It's supposed to be battery efficient. I don't know. Maybe it's the panel that's doing it, but it makes no sense because the Nixon, the Mission, uses the same type of panel. So I don't know. I'd like to see what people think that have this, like how good their battery is, any issues compared to like something like this. But I mean, to compare it between it, I also have a Q Wander that we can compare it to. I can show you really quick. We can compare it across the board to all three. So here's the Q Wander. They both have the same displays. No difference with the display. They both look identical on the back. The only difference is this has got like a different type of plastic than this. But I mean, they do good. But look at this, the thickness compared to these. I mean, you can just tell Asus did something right with making it thin. I mean, this thing is thick. But I mean, it is what it is. The Q Wander I don't own anymore, so that's why it's going back in the box. I do own this. I'm gonna sell it and get rid of it. I mean, there's not much else I can say. I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, I just gotta. Right now, I'm saying Asus ZenWatch 3. If anyone is questioning if it's a good watch, it's a very good watch. It seems very sturdy. I don't think you're going to have any problems. This looks like this is a one-piece design across here. This is all one piece, milled out of whatever they're milling it out of. Probably, what, stainless steel? I can't tell what it says. Other than that, it's a really good watch. I don't know where Android Wear is going to be in the next year. Everyone's griping about it. And now that you have the Tizen watches coming out, I don't even want to get started on Samsung's watches. I'm actually going to pick up a Samsung Gear 3 Frontier, non-LTE, and I'm going to make a video on why I can't use the gears. The sensor on the back of the watch tells the watch if it's on your wrist. when it's not on your wrist, it detects that, and it will put the watch to sleep to save battery. When I put it on my wrist, because of my tattoos, either side of my wrist, it does not read. If I put my finger on the sensor, it will think it's on my wrist. I can put it on my leg, it will work. Put it on someone else's hand that doesn't have tattoos, it works. I put it on my wrist, right here. Does not read that it's on my wrist. It is saying that it is not. So on the old Gear S2s, the classics, I was able to put a piece of sticker on the back of the sensors. The heart rate monitor still worked, but it always told the watch it was on my wrist, and that worked. So I picked up a Gear Fit 2, and on the Gear Fit 2, I'd put a sticker over it, wouldn't work. I tried everything, a piece of tape, all different color stickers, still wouldn't work. They redesigned the sensor that sits lower on the mechanism on the back side. So if I get this Gear S3 and it doesn't work, and I put a piece of tape, I am making a video and I am sending it to Samsung, because I am tired of Samsung saying I am the only person where it doesn't work. And that is not true, because forum boards, Reddit, XDA, there's tons of posts about people that have tattoos where it doesn't work. Samsung invented the most stupidest thing with putting it on your wrist. I think they should have just put a sensor in it, so when it detected that it was laying on its side like this, then it would shut off and go to sleep. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to get tattoos removed to be able to use the watch. So, and plus I want to see if it really lasts 3 days. So anyways, this is my rant about Samsung, and this is the quick review about the Asus ZenWatch 3 and the Fossil Q Marshal, and we can do the Fossil Q Wanda. Thanks, guys.